Hey guys, I'm Ethan Moore from Stockholm Supply. I got a phone call from Richard who bought a little ripper from us and he is setting up his universal table. And he's having a couple little issues with it, which is not uncommon but easy to fix. So this video is going to be about how to set up the universal table on your bandsaw. And I'm also going to talk about the two different styles of tables. So I'm going to get into that first. Now, we have two different styles. Some bandsaws like a Rikon, Laguna, Felder, Hammer, some of the newer Jets, they come with round rails on the front. So if you have one of those bandsaws, we have a setup that's specifically designed for that saw, which I have way over here. So the way this one works is this track will slide off that rail, and much like your fence, will slide back on that rail, and with this little handle here, will lock. Now, if you do not have a bandsaw with a round rail, you get our universal table. So we'll go back here. Now this works a lot differently, same principle. You loosen it right here, this table slides back and forth just like that, and this guy here will lock it in place. Now I don't have this set up very well right now, so the action's not working too good, but here's the thing that some guys will have trouble with. When I lock this right now, if you see right there as I'm locking it, this table is actually lifting a little bit. Now really that's not going to affect the performance at all, but visually it looks kind of funny and it doesn't actually lock quite as nice to prevent it from sliding. So I'm going to show you guys how to fix that. So the first thing I want to do, I'm going to make this clamp, I'm going to try to center the joint as close to the blade, the center of the table, as I can. So that's what I'm going to do here next. Alright, so I centered the gap as best I could on this little Rikon 10-inch. Because the table is so small, I didn't have tons of room to maneuver, but I got that closer to the center of the table. Now, these black rails are powder coated. The thing about powder coating when you first get it is very slick and slippery, and what can happen is that rail, it's not terribly grippy, so when you first get it, it'll tend to slide a little bit. Now these rails are very, very well used. They're very beaten up on the inside, so I don't have that same problem. But what you can do when you first get it is get a piece of sandpaper and on this inside here, just rough it up a little bit. Or if you don't want to get a piece of sandpaper, electrical tape works really well. What did I do with this right here? A strip of electrical tape right along the inside of this rail kind of gives it like a rubbery quality. So probably the most important part of setting this up though is the clamp. So right now I have that clamp far too tight. So when I have that clamp too tight, this is what happens. It'll lift up. That's not good. So what we're going to do is I'm going to loosen that off just like this. And there's some lock nuts that'll come with this, but I'll just put her there for right now. We'll try that here. Still too much. So sometimes it takes just a couple tries and just a little bit more than that. So what we want, right there. So right now, this table slides really nicely back and forth. And to lock it, it just has ever so slight pressure in, and it grips just like that. It doesn't slide. So by loosening that clamp there, that prevents any lifting action. So a lot to do with that clamp right there. So just loosen it up a little bit. So yeah, that's how you set it up. You want your table to slide like this, back and forth, and lock, just like that there. So if anyone else has any questions, you can email me at info@stockholmsupply.com or comment on the video. And thank you guys for watching. If you want to see future videos, please subscribe.